Today's FDP is outcome-based education. Outcome-based education is a student-centric learning model that helps teachers course delivery and assessment with the endpoint in mind, and each part of this educational system moves around the globe. There is no single specified system of teaching or assessment in OBE. Instead, classes, opportunities, and assessment should all help students achieve specified outcomes. The role which faculty members play are the instructors, the trainers, the facilitator, and the mentors based on the outcome targeted. In contrast to the traditional education system, the goal of this education system is to present the knowledge and skills of an older generation to the new generation of students and to provide students with an environment in which they can learn instead of giving them only grades and rankings. Implementation of outcome-based education for the higher education system in India is at an evolving stage. Especially in architectural education, huge diversity in approach in implementation and assessment of OBE could well be identified. The institutions in India which are following the OBE systems are at different stages of implementation and have different ways to going about the OBE process. Further, to National Education Policy 2020, the complete program model is bound to. The proposed FDP on outcome-based education best practices in architectural education, a platform to discuss the recent trends in the same, combining insights from the OBE, National Education Policy, traditional education system, and the recent developments because of the changes in the current scenario of COVID-19. This faculty development program intends to focus on the following subthemes: the conceptualizing the course structure and assessment pattern of OBE, teaching methodologies in architectural education, online and offline, the best practices, visibility of the qualitative aspects of architectural education, in architectural education, technological advancement in architectural education, how effective is OBE to bridge the architect professional practice, and the implementation of national education in architectural education. So in coming 5 days, including today, our highly experienced and honorable experts will throw the light on these topics and will share their experiences. So before going ahead, I'll request our Honorable Director, Professor Vivek Sabharwal, sir, to deliver a welcome note. Now I would like to give a brief introduction about him. Professor Sabharwal is a director of he is the first Indian architect to receive a master's degree in organic architecture from Franklin Wright School of Architecture, USA in 1995. He has worked as an intern architect for the world-reputed Hillson Architect Limited, USA, which is the evolution of the architecture practice founded in 1893 by world-famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. He widely traveled and has worked on several reputed international projects. He was a he is a principal architect in architectons. Sir, we are honored to have you as a leader, as a director. Sir, hand over to you now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Santosh. On behalf of APJ School of Architecture and Planning, I welcome Mrs. Sapna Kumar, Vice President of Council of Architecture, Dr. Vandana Sehgal, Dean of Faculty of Architecture, AKTU, and also our key speaker, and all other eminent distinguished speakers and participants to the 5-day online faculty development program on outcome-based education, best practices in architecture education. Over the years, we have conducted several national level seminars, workshops, conferences, and on various education related topics to bring greater awareness among teaching faculty and scholars on changing patterns of architecture education and what is the need of the hour. I believe that there should not be a better timing for this FDP with the announcement of National Education Policy, which is going to forever change the direction and dynamism of architecture education. It is our privilege that our affiliating university, AKTU, selected us as a premier institute in UP to facilitate this important FDP.
Now I would like to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Sapna Kumar, the Vice President, Council. Welcome, ma'am. Although such personalities doesn't need any introduction, but I'll try to sum up her achievements in few lines only. She studied architecture from Chandigarh College of Architecture in 1983 to 1988. She apprenticed and practiced as an architect in Chandigarh, where she worked upon large-scale healthcare services-oriented projects. She is the first prize winner of national-level design competition for War Memorial at Ludhiana. And this project got constructed in the year 1991 to 92 under her supervision. Tourism, Haryana. As assistant architect, there she worked on these based tourist projects. She joined Department of Architecture, State of Punjab as architect through PPSC in 1996 and got promoted as senior architect in 2009 to become the youngest chief architect in 2012. Under her capable supervision and leadership, this department has designed all the types of buildings, to name a few: district administrative complex, Mohali Court complex at Mohali, Kapurthala, and Taran jails at Amritsar, Muktsar and Bhatinda, etc. This department, their department's work has been widely appreciated both at state and national level. To name a few, Ultratech Company awarded Kukra Merji Memorial as the best outstanding concrete structure 2017. Judicial Academy Chandigarh and Judicial Court Complex Mohali were highly appreciated by the Chief Justice of India. Currently, she is working as Vice President, Council of Architecture, and as active Conservation Building Code. Under her guidance, Punjab Energy Conservation Building Code was framed and notified in year 2016. Her hobbies include dancing, reading, and she loves traveling and is very adventurous in nature. She does a lot of social work for families who are suffering from alcoholism and substance abuse. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting the request to join us at this platform. Kindly share your words. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Warm greetings from Council of Architecture. I extend my best wishes to Director Professor Vivek Sabharwal and management of APJ School of Architecture and Planning, Greater Noida, for organizing this 5-day online faculty development program. I extend my wishes to keynote speaker Dr. Vandana Sehgal, who is member of Council of Architecture also and very actively working for fraternity, and all the eminent speakers. Today's topic is outcome-based education, best practices in architecture education. Architecture education remains highly complex due to the involvement of large number of other professional skills required to support the profession. Method of imparting this education is a process that has remained ever evolving and devolving considering its dynamics. And you all, the teachers, are the contributors who can make education more relevant and qualitative by your creative thinking and by adopting various methods to make architecture teaching and learning more effective and efficient. And during this pandemic, you all teachers have risen beyond your capacities and continue teaching online even at odd hours. I, on behalf of Council, wish to congratulate each teacher, all the institutions for their contributions, for taking out so much time and energy to help each other grow by organizing and taking part in such webinars and faculty development programs. We in Council have also started various outreach initiatives. We in Council are working and reaching out to the society as a whole to make them aware about the role of an architect. And in Council, we have introduced CA social dialogues, we have CA social reads to engage in conversation with inspiring authors and architects. It's a platform for authors and architects to talk about their works and writing. One thing is certain, we can change the scene of architecture education with newer practices, approaches, and outcome-based education. Guru Nanak Dev Ji has rightly said, let no man in the world live in delusion. Without a guru, none can cross over to the other shore. So you, the teachers, are the gurus. And teaching has to be the two-way process where student and teacher are actively involved in learning process. And in the beginning, Dr. Vivek Sabharwal rightly said that with the new education policy around, this outcome-based education is the need of the hour. So I'm looking forward to a very insightful and meaningful event training program, which is for 5 days. And I wish all of you, Professor Director Vivek Sabharwal, all the eminent speakers, all the faculty members, all the very best. And thank you so much. So we can begin with this event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hope we all will do ourselves on your expectations. Now, I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. S.K. Salwan. Dr. S.K. Salwan is a technology leader, holds a doctoral degree in mechanical engineering from IIT Bombay with excellent academic records. He has been the founder member of Integrated Guided Missile Development Program of Defense Research. He has established from the inception of High Technology Missile Center RCI at Hyderabad an example of excellent integration of science, environment, and value systems. Dr. Salwan was responsible for establishing national range of testing missiles and weapon system at Sandipur in a record time of 3 years. He was the head of a strategic project of national importance with international interactions. His contribution to Shakti 98 is praiseworthy. He was emeritus scientist in DRDO by President of India in 2002. Dr. S.K. Salwan was the Vice Chancellor, Punjab Technical University, and achieved relevance and excellence in technical education. He was the member of the State Council of Science and Technology and chairman of the Apex Committee for Modernizing Technical Education in Punjab. He was the founder of APJ Institute of Technology and principal advisor to Madam President. APJ Education, Dr. Salwan is currently the chairman of the RDO Society also. Dr. Salwan is like a father figure for all the APJs. He is that big umbrella under which we all feel protected and motivated. He is the CEO of APJ Institute of Technology. He is a great personality. Due to his health condition, he is not able to join us today. but he has shared his message. I'll request Dr. Bipasha Kumar to read his message. Thank you, ma'am. Please share.
Thank you, Dr. Santosh. Now I will be reading Dr. S.K. Salvan, Principal Advisor to President MAP AES. First of all, I welcome architect Sapna Kumar, Vice President COA, as the chief guest in the 5-day online faculty program organized by APJ School of Architecture and Planning under the aegis of Dr. Abdul Kalam Technical University, UP. We look forward to her giving directions and impetus to the FDP, and on behalf of AES, APJ Education Society, we are grateful that she agreed to be a part of this important faculty development program. As a natural process, architecture has always been a witness to the imprints of the eco-political transformation group in a living society. The architect must have firmness of an engineer, functionality of an architect, tenderness of musician, passion of a nation builder. The need of the hour is that architectural expression should be resonance with dynamics of time and development of India and making place in the global community. Our history of architecture is rich. We have mahals, public places, and buildings where theory of sound is used to make a safe zone for living and safety. Technology is playing a major role in design and construction of building, energy conservation, economy in construction, use of new material, sustainability, ethics, use of natural resources, and science. Beauty has become a soul of architecture. With the invention of glass, light can be allowed uninterrupted and challenges to keep unwanted heat outside. Configuration of louvers and vertical fins, horizontal chajja is the practical innovation that made building more comfortable. A building becomes architecture when it not only effectively moves the human soul but also becomes a milestone in development. Preservation and maintainability of building are the hallmark of architecture. Technology, art of construction, making living comfortable, optimum use of space, and making day to day working facilities more practical. Consumerization is the need of ours. The technology is moving very fast. Inventions are having growth and new ideas are emerging. There is urgent need of keeping faculty moving with time and providing new knowledge to faculty to keep students up to date. The APJ School of Architecture and Planning is participating in FDP, and it is a sign of progress. The eminent academicians and architects are providing knowledge to young faculties to make it unique. I'm sure it will be beneficial to all. I will like to congratulate Professor Vivek Sabharwal, Director, giving opportunity to faculty and scholars to keep them ahead of time.